what will be asked of you? You'll be asked to consider what you need to do in order to incorporate process in your life. You'll also be asked to look at each of the steps and how it relates to your recovery. But looking at the way in which these steps work, you will also be better prepared to preparation for the 12-step rule. Finally, you will be considering the role of spirituality role. Finally, you'll be considering the role of spirituality and integrating part of the 12-step program in your program. What are the 12 steps? 12 steps Alcohol Anonymous, which have been adapted by the 12-step program, are based on what worked for early members of the program. The steps were proposed as suggestions for how others could get and stay sober. Each of the 12 steps is listed and described below. While people usually concentrate on one step at a time, you do not need to finish with one step before moving on to the next. In fact, all the steps should be practiced on an ongoing basis. They are all principles that guide recovery. Step one, we immediately the powers of alcohol and our lives have become a man. No one likes to admit defeat, and it seems unnatural admitting being powerless. Most people go into substance abuse treatment or 12-step program meeting probably want to increase their self-confidence. However, admitting powerless over substance use is an important step that can really help people deal with their substance use problems. This first step is about humility. You show humility by admitting that drugs are more powerful than your self-control. This can be difficult to admit, even when it is so obvious. However, many people experience tremendous relief by admitting this. It would be a great relief to recognize that you have been unable to control your substance use, and that it is not because you lack willpower. It's not that you don't try hard enough. It can be a relief to realize that freedom from substance use does not spring from self-control and willpower alone. The first step also involves admitting that alcohol and other drugs make your life completely out of control. Until you deal with your substance use, you'll be unable to manage your life at all. Please answer the following question. In what ways are you powerless over alcohol and other drugs? How does that feel? Well, I'm powerless I was powerless over crack cocaine. I was powerless over it because I did whatever it take to get it. Whether it be steal, rob, coerce, anything. I did it to get it. And how did that feel? It felt, at the time it was happening, it felt good. But I was getting my drug charge, so I did what I had to do to get it.
Anybody else?
Didn't we just do this packet like 2 days ago?
No, you didn't do it yesterday. You stopped at step 4. He just started back from the beginning. So no, you didn't do this.
Can we go to step?
You didn't complete it.
Can we go to step 4 then?
Why you can't answer it? You don't want to answer it.
We just.
You answered it already?
Yeah.
Well, who didn't answer it?
We all did. We all answered it.
Okay, so then
It would be a little redundant.
we could stop. We could go back to step 4.
Already one thing passed.
I just,
Huh?
I want to disagree with something in it that was just read, like, I was taught, and it was multiple states in North Jersey, up in the Northeast, that it says in here you can go on to another step without completing a step. Steps are in order for a reason,
Yes.
and I've never heard of, like, it being okay to move from one step to another without completing a step.
I agree. You gotta be in step. That's why it's step.
Step 4, made a search and create more inventory of ourselves. Step 4 asks you to take a serious look at your behavior, attitude, and beliefs. Addiction takes normal, healthy attitude, beliefs, and desires and turn them upside down. Priorities become shifted. Normal desires for pleasure may become extreme. With no regard for the feelings of others. Desires for intimacy and sex can turn into a drive for power. Separation can become selfishness. Emotional reaction may lead to violence. As a result, individuals and the people around them can get hurt. While actively using, people are not able to see their behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs clearly. set forth as a challenge to look at personality characteristics that are unhealthy and hurtful. This often means looking at the ways that pride, greed, lust, anger, selfishness, envy, and laziness may have affected you, and how you affect others. For more thorough inventory, consult the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous or Four Step Guide, such as the Four Step Guide, Journey into Growth by John R. Weinberg, PhD, and Daryl Crossley, also ACSW, available at History. Please answer the following questions. How did your attitude toward others change when you use alcohol and other drugs? My attitude changed toward those people cause. If they didn't have my drug of choice, I didn't want to be around.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple, I didn't want to be around. I went to find people who was using, and I hang around those people. So my attitude was if you ain't got what I want, I don't need you. So, that's my attitude.
What about you, Mr. Cal? Would you like to answer?
Yeah, can Jackie repeat the question again?
How did your attitude toward others change when you were using alcohol and other drugs?
My attitude changed.
Gentlemen, Mr. Cal is talking, please.
My attitude changed in the sense of like, I became a worse version of myself. You know what I mean? I would have to steal, lie, I've betrayed others. I would become angry to anger with people. I wouldn't have the same respect for others because I didn't even have respect for myself. I couldn't have been, I wasn't a good person all around, not a good son, not a good dad, not a good brother, friend. I mean, my attitude was just more like, I didn't care. And that reflected and manifested itself in every other aspect of my life. So, not that I didn't deep down, it's just the drugs took precedence over everything else. And so, those were my priorities. And so it affected every other area of my life, especially when to do with other people.
Okay. Anybody else want to answer? Go ahead.
Earlier when the gentleman was reading, I heard him say something to the effect of taking a close, fearless inventory of yourself. And I was sitting there doing that, and I do it often. And I find myself wanting, I find myself falling short of the goal to such a degree that it make you feel bad about yourself as a man, as a provider. I missed all my daughter's upbringing. And on my sixth bid, from 95 to 05, her ages from 10 to age 20, I missed all of that. I only saw her a few times at that time. She became pregnant during that time. And that same year I got out, she became a pregnant college student. And the baby's father, fiance, caught a life sentence that same year. And I vowed to be there for that boy. Now he's 16. And I still haven't been there like I vowed. I just did a 7-year period. And all these large chunks of time out of my family's life. It hurts. It's painful to see how much I've missed, to hear about all the, what's the term you use when they reached a certain milestone in their life? When you miss that shit, it's a painful realization that I missed large chunks of their life. And my presence might have in some way played a significant role in the development. So I'm taking from them by doing this shit. Take a close look at yourself. It's a sad realization that you are created in God's image. You can't beat this little dope, this little piece of crack. It's fucked up to think that I'm weak to this shit, that this little substance could beat me. angry at yourself. More than disappointment, you feel anger. I know I do. This pussy ass shit whoop me up like that. This little shit. Taking chunks of my life, decades I done gave away. Saying it. You know what I'm saying, man? That's it.
Anybody else? Gentlemen, it's very important if you want to phase up that you participate in this group. Okay.
Number three.
Go ahead, you could go ahead.
Two.
Question number 2, right?
Do you see that your thinking and beliefs change when you stop using?
Go ahead, you could go, Mr. Kirk.
It makes me feel weak, being like, the way, the people that I buy drugs from, you won't let them talk to you the way that they talk to you. when
If you
you're
want
on drugs. It made me not participate in my child life at times, like I miss her graduating from school. Right now, I miss a baby shower, stuff like that I should be more supportive of. Like, I was disrespecting myself as well as my family. It made me more, manipulating to others, you know what I mean? And not being more respectful than how I would be if I wasn't on drugs. And I know if I was on drugs at the time, I would be able to live my life and be more happy than when I was, if I wasn't on drugs. Because that took a lot away from me, you know what I mean? It just, it made me be able to, it made me don't want it no more because it's been a part of my life for 42 years and I can't have it in my life no more. Because it took me some places that I never thought I'd be. And I'm grateful for God right now today for being able to just sit here in front of everybody, be able to share my story and be able to hear everybody else's story so I can put mine together with everybody else. And that's all I got to say.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I knew my thinking changed when I started getting real friends and my trust came back. And I could trust people. Because when I was not, I didn't trust nobody. It's not like it's not better.
Okay.
I'll say, like, since I've been working on sobriety, I had a year, everything is going really, really well. And during that time, it made me realize that a lot of times people take place, take backwards, but I don't do that. I play to take forward. See what would happen, if I decided to make a wrong decision. Like, I knew if I messed up, I'd be in the facility, trying to get right again. But the thing about it is before, when I tried to get help, I was so far out of the group because I was out there getting high, and that was my main concern. I didn't have the resources to pick up the phone and say, hey, I need to go somewhere. It's not right here, just one phone call, right, you're good to go. So, it changed a lot when you get sobriety.
Okay.
It changed because I started to want more for myself. I started committing crimes. I started being there for the people that love me, being there for my kids, they're supportive. I just left the drugs alone. I got a stronger mind now. Like, I exercise, I walk around, I probably read, I try to find something useful more important than trying to pick up a drug, go on the computer, look for jobs and stuff like that.
Go ahead, Mr. Austin.
Seems like not easy, what's easy. It's fun, and they go out like bowling. Some people go bowling. I was bowling. I went to some beach. Everybody from different beaches. They came together. Have barbecues. I was doing good, and so I like it being sober, but it seemed like I was missing something. And I think it was work. I got to keep the job. I went back down to my body. Versus when I was before I came, started going back to the beach. I liked it, and that's how I really just stayed, I tell myself I'm doing the right thing, and those I don't, lose my apartment, stuff like that. I hit my body, and I try to get back into recovery, but I got much better.
Mass gentlemen. Anybody else? All right, Mr. Jackie, you want to continue reading?
Yeah. What are some personal examples? What are some personal examples how normal thoughts and feelings became exaggerated in her when you would use alcohol? My normal thoughts. I did to some extreme exaggerated my normal thoughts because sometimes I thought when my aunt told me she was sick, right? I took it to the extreme that she was dying, and I'm on my way to do things for her that she could have done for herself, but I was doing.
But you thought you was losing.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna go, so I did things. I started doing things that she could have done for herself, but I was doing it for her. I exaggerated the whole thing, and it wasn't what it was. She's still alive today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I didn't hear the question.
Any questions?
It says, what are some personal examples of how normal thoughts and feelings became exaggerated and hurtful when you would use alcohol or other drugs?
What kind of example?
Exaggerated, like you made up things. It was your belief, but it wasn't real. It's just you was over believing it, overthinking it.
Why you use drugs?
No, while you using drugs.
When you would use alcohol or other
I need a paper. Can I see what's being said here?
Okay.
Miss Nancy,
After him, you, Mr. Jason.
we all have gifts in life.
Yeah.
Reading aloud, unfortunately, is not one of Jackie's, so.
Okay, so
the next
then-
person
Okay.
should read instead of Jackie, because
What?
I can't understand what he's saying. either.
Okay, so maybe you should read.
I'll read.
It doesn't matter, anybody probably
Okay.
be a little better than Jackie.
He just talking. Go ahead, Mr. Jason.
Yes, okay, I got that. Normal thoughts become exaggerated when you high.
Yeah. Go ahead, let Mr. Jason talk. You get it together. Go ahead, Mr. Jason.
So an example would be thinking that you can handle the drugs that you are taking. For me, it was thinking that I can handle the drugs and I could continue having a normal life even though I was using, which was extremely exaggerated.
Yeah.
Shit, excuse my French, but
Yeah.
that's what it was. Because I ended up.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Normal thoughts become exaggerated, simple shit. You see a female, she looks good, right? Okay, that's nice. If you high, you want another level. If I'm high and I see this chick right here, we on a whole different planet now. I'm taking the next level in my mind. She's serving all that shit. I'm gonna go there with the phone, fuck movies, all that because you high. You can't just experience the female. It's just everything exaggerated, nigga. Everything I think is on the next level. I get hyped up on the most minute thing that might just be a thought. Or you know what I mean? Just brush it off. When you high, you to the whole next level. You understand? Like I might just see where they slip. If I'm high, I gotta get that shit. That's mine. I'm committed to that now. That's the exaggeration of the high. So yeah, I can relate to that extremely well.
Yeah.
You high? Shit, listen, man. We going there.
Yeah.
Trust me, every little thought you have, it's to the next level. That I can understand. That's what we need papers to pass out so we can see what the fuck.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought it was enough, but it
I get
wasn't.
some copy right here. They don't got copy machines.
Don't worry about it. It's at the end almost. I'll make sure we have enough next time. I just thought it was already made up.
It's not your fault. What else that shit
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Wade. Oh, go ahead.
I got one here, but he gonna.
Oh, okay, you could go get that one, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, you can go ahead, Mr. Wade.
Is it difficult for you to look at yourself closely? This stepson, it took me 7 months to do this step.
Okay. Alright.
If you're gonna do a more inventory, and be honest and forthcoming, and look at your part.
Ready for me?
In everything. And look at your part in everything, every decision that you made that was negative in your life.
You say the same thing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wade.
Forget
They came in and disrupted everything.
It's fucking Oswald for me.
I apologize. Go ahead, sir.
Is it difficult for you to look at yourself? I said no because I know I only can change. No one can change for me. I have to want better for myself.
Yeah, that's definitely true. You have to be the one who want to make that change. Nobody else can do it for you but you. Go ahead, Mr. James.
I say it's difficult. Was difficult for me to look at myself closer. When I was using it, it was difficult for me to look at myself. When I was using it, I didn't look at myself. I just did what I had to do to get my high, to get my drug of choice, and I didn't think about that. But I didn't keep myself as run down. You know what I'm saying? Run down. So I take a shower every day. I change clothes every day, and I look fresh. I'm looking fresh. So
On crack?
yeah.
You are an unusual crack fiend, though.
Nah.
I go damn near a week without no babe, kid, all on the regular.
No, I did. I made.
Where you babe at every day? Where you do that?
Huh?
You be at your house?
Yeah.
Or you live at your house on crack?
Yeah.
Be different world, huh?
Yeah, everybody
I pay
different.
my bills.
Pay bills on crack?
I pay my I pay my bills.
My grandma was on crack over 20
Yeah,
years.
don't get me wrong. But
She kept everything, and when her daughter used to get mad at her, you know what she used to say? Hey, I could go do what I want to do. Y'all got a roof over y'all head. Y'all got food in their house, clean clothes. I do what I want to do with my money. And that lady used crack from the time I knew her, which I was maybe about 8 years old.
I've seen people do that.
And she used until I was an adult. She not too long ago been clean. Maybe I killed 7 years. So some people just different.
Let me fix this. Anybody ever paid a chick just to walk in front of you? Everybody like to see how a bitch ass was moving. I paid chicks on the regular. This shit, $20, just walk in front of me, smoke. Following me. That my money get ate up quick.
I paid
That's crazy.
I once paid the chick, I had bought a room, I once paid the chick just to get naked and dance while I got high.
So this is how I fuck
I don't
money
wanna
on the
take,
regular.
I just wanna see the pussy.
I don't see how you can go home and take a
Hey,
shower.
y'all, gentlemen, I understand that. Watch this language.
Do you actually go to sleep every day?
Yeah.
I mean, I sleep.
Go
pass
ahead,
out.
go ahead, sir.
I once went 18 days without sleep.
Okay.
For me, I would say yes. It was difficult for me to sleep when I look at myself because at times I never looked at myself because I just used to get high. I didn't want to look at myself because I knew that my weight was falling down. I wasn't always keeping myself up with haircuts and stuff like that. I can't speak for everybody. I want to speak for myself. It was hard because sometimes I used all my money to get on drugs. I mean, and like when I do look in the mirror, when I want to see somebody that I really thought was attractive, I can't go talk to that person because I think, oh, she want to try to date me because I look bad or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that was my inside telling me that that's what's another thing that brought me to try to save myself because
Yeah.
I didn't feel the right person. I mean, I didn't feel comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
So yes, it was difficult for me to look in the mirror or look at myself.
I don't know, man. Sometimes when I talk,
Go ahead, Mr. Kevin.
It's never been
I
difficult.
was just talking, just cut me off like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had answered the question. I apologize. I thought you just was saying something.
I'm from a different world anyway. Clearly, I'm not. I'm on a different planet.
No. Mr. Terry, I didn't know you was answering the question.
I'm right here. I'm clearly an oddball, but I'm on some other shit.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Kevin.
difficult for me to look at myself. I know my character defects. That's why I drink.
Oh, okay.
Gives me a reason. I know I got character flaws. That's why I drink. So I don't have to think about being a piece of shit. Where I have a reason to be a piece of shit because I'm drinking. I'm
Yeah.
drunk. Gives me an out. Oh, it's just because I'm drunk I'm that way. No, it ain't being drunk. It's because that's the way I am.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Anybody else?
I want to listen to what Gary had to say.
To be honest, I didn't know Mr. Gary was talking because I thought he had answered the question. I just thought he was just talking, as usual. So I apologize, Mr. Gary. Would you like to speak?
I gotta see what planet we from.
Come on, Mr. Gary, let us see what planet you from.
No, I'm not trying to lead you down the wrong path.
Well, you're not leading us down the wrong path. Everybody is different. Nobody could answer a question the same way you experience things. Everybody
When I
different.
take an inventory myself, I see where the money goes.
Okay.
Before Uber, cabs is the basic transportation.
Yep.
Cab driver don't want you to smoke a cigarette in the cab. You know what I mean? Get that bitch $100 bill, you smoking crack in the back of that motherfucker, you letting the meter run, you tell them to follow that bitch, I'm cutting her down on the crack, as long as you get paid. Money rules shit. So the things that you think people turn their mouth up to, turn their nose up at you, break them off properly. And he looked the other way, he with it. He driving over to the trap. The cab won't even go over town. He ain't going nowhere near over town. Break them off properly, he had the trap with you wait while you help you pick bitches out of shit. That's the fucking drug life I know. I mean, I don't bathe. I don't go to sleep. I pass out in the cab. I pass out in the fucking train. I'll be walking and bump into the fucking building. You know what I mean? And then finally, somebody scraping up the ground the next day or some shit. Or I wake up in the hospital from dehydration or something. You know what I mean? One time, when I had to pull out a grill, right? My dumb ass done took the bomb from the Batman hole. These niggas wet bitches left and right. I'm so slow motion with it, right? They wrote, who the fuck is they gonna make an example out of me. I could have died right there. It's interesting how we quick to call on the Lord.
Yeah.
In a point of near death.
Yeah.
He didn't finna wet. I'm gonna see how fuck he making a big name for himself. And I got caught with the bomb in my hand. I couldn't call him the God. I'm supposed to be the killer. Well, look at me, God, please let me die this month. Young nigga just went to whipping me, bomb, pistol whipping me. Pay attention now. They done got me for the whole bomb with me. My bottom grill, I lost them. Bottom or the top, I lost both of them shit that year, right? And pull out bullshit, right? I ain't got no shirt on. I ain't got no shoes. I got rid of my shoes. I'm walking barefoot to Jurassic Park. Pay attention now, right? Now, earlier, the bouncer owed me $40 for a little beauty shop. I woke up there barefoot that night. I hollered for him. I said, my nigga, if you don't get that money up, this shit will be looking like this. And then they playing. I'm after the story. This bitch give me, you know what I mean? It's give me like $80 or something. He pulled me up decent. I go back to the same trap. Back to the same motherfucking trap. Buy some dope. Give it to you. I'm South Beach now. Huh? Look at dope. That's the life I'm from. It's a life where all concern for your work. They said, you gotta go to the hospital. I'm lumped up like this. You know what I mean? That dope life that I'm from is a little different. You know, I gotta have that shit. Oh man, I'm doing stupid shit. Huh? And I sit back and I look and I'm hearing a different kind of lifestyle, but I swear to God, I'm ready to get this shit up because now you're playing with fentanyl.
Yeah.
This is where a different element of this shit kicks in. Fentanyl is some new shit they're throwing into the dope to make you want it more, but they're killing the bitch.
Yeah.
Happy with I'm doing all that medical shit for the adrenaline. My feet swelling all up like footballs, all kind of shit. This is an unusual part of the substance my body ain't accustomed to.
Yeah.
That coupled with my advanced age, it's no time to be fucking with this shit. But I try to remember the setup I've done for the dope, and I hear other dope fiends tell me they go home and take a shower every day and get fancy dressed. I'm not from that world. I'm the bitch that's out there with the same shit on for 3-4 days till I pass out, my nigga. I'm the one that's gonna catch a case. Everybody in the county call me swole. You know why? Because I'm gonna come in that bitch 170, 180 pounds. In 90 days, I'm back to 240 on school. The police be asking me, how you do? I be giving them all kind of fictitious stories. The truth is, once you got that shit, that's for life. Just get a bit off that crack for a minute and feed his ass. He gonna swell back up. Doing all my life. When I came this time, they ain't seen them older now. All the young officers, them motherfuckers retired, they fucking lieutenants and colonels. I said, damn, that's cool. I'm old now. I got a white beard. I got a cane. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I thank God I was able to make a reasonable comeback. I was a little fucked up. You gotta understand, you're not always guaranteed to come back.
Yeah, you sure right.
See the bitch on the fucking corner talking to themselves, running around, pushing bullies. I never went there. But who's to say I might be reduced to that shit if I lose my health? If I lose my health, I can't take shit. Huh? I ain't finna muscle a fuck thing. You gotta push a buggy around or some other shit. Or they're gonna get beat. You understand? This is why I'm at the line right here. I'm at the finish line right here. The fork in the road said you go this way, or go down, my nigga. I can't do another bit. A 23 years is a life sentence for me. I think 60 in what, about 14 months? That's a big number.
A lot of people ain't living to see that.
I recognize that. So when I be telling shit, I'm not trying to motherfucking like put on the hits and beats. My story is ugly, stupid ass shit. And then they could have killed me right then. That's what they do. They wake bitches up. By the grace of God, ain't nobody put no bullet holes in me. Listen, there's a story on First 48. This happened just weeks after what I did. The nigga name was Harry O. His story still be on there. Comes on because they find the bitches. Them same jits who whipped me up that day, a few days later, Harry O, all he did was shortstop the old lady upstairs, right? Shortstop is when you selling dope to bitches before they can get to the real track. They push so many bullet holes in that nigga, you understand me? It's looking for. What I did was far worse of a violation. I took the whole bomb. The bomb was the whole package of dope that ain't been opened yet. The old chick, I'm getting at it because she talking crazy to me. I'm not putting shoes on her feet a few days ago. That's a turn to me. When she had shit, I bought her a little, what they call them shits, pooch, right? That's when you get a $10 heroin shot, bless the ass, her and other bitches. And I give a bunch of t-shirts, right? An A-Rab t-shirt called A-Dot had about $30. They wouldn't wear A-Rab, but you could flip them, you know what I mean? I looked out for them because they gave me a ride and they saw me muscle the fucking camera, the fucking movie camera from the dude. How I met them, back the story, this is one moment. I'm coming through with some stolen computer shit, right? I've been getting got for a minute, I've been checking. I don't know that. If you got a password block on the machine, that don't make it worthless. No. The Chinese dude was getting me left and right for laptops. Oh, it's virtually worthless. They give me like 10, 20 bucks. And a little girl on the phone, on the bus one day took me. I said, damn, what's the matter, mister? I said, she got a password block. She said, that's not true. I can take that. I said, damn, that Chico been getting me for a minute. The fucking Chinese motherfucker, he been getting me left and right? So this time I got the whole Dell system. And I take it to the Dolphin porn shop, a block away from my Marina. He come to me with that bullshit about they got a password block. Pussy cry, I ain't sending you nothing on my snapping, right? I'm feeling good because I know I'm paid now, you know what I mean? So here go a dude named Tuna and the two chicks. They trying to sell this machine. I'm talking to the bitch and it printed out in a different language, but it's doing so in French. He trying to say it's worth. I know he trying to get the big brother. Please give us anything. I see he getting off on that shit. It's fuck off. So I got him for the JVC, I think it was, movie camera with it. Thing come out, you can see the shit. I got him for that bitch, right? So when I got shot, don't give me a ride, just touch that crack. You know what I mean? Oh, wow, yeah. So I flip the computer sheet, say, owe me $40, like I told you later. And then I take them over here, I buy them both pooches, them go pooch, $10 heroin shit. And the dude, too, he smoked hard with me, so I smoked with them. I still paid because I still got the camera, I ain't flipped yet, right? Yeah. And I had all these t-shirts that I got from the same college, I got them and gave them all that shit. So I bless you. A couple days later, I see the guy, just say, how you doing? Oh, nigga, I don't owe you nothing. I ain't even went there with him. I ain't owe you nothing. She used to be the watch out. She got fucked up eye. Now she talking crazy to me. I don't owe you nothing, nigga. Like that. But she on voice, so she moving slow. That's when I saw the lick behind the side of the tire, and I get the bitch. Well, I've been up for days, I ain't moving properly. Nigga, who got up on the fuck, nigga, who you with? All these young niggas got pistols. You know, young nigga on fire quick. They don't have no sense. Oh, who this fuck is? I could have died then. This is where God kick in. Bitch, you think it's playing when you be playing? All the days you be praying, you think that shit don't add up later? I may not be praying on the streets too tough, but all the earlier prayers still got you covered, cuz. Don't sleep. Real gangsters be praying, you fucking around, so I'm an atheist. What the fuck you? I don't care. I'm telling you, God, the real one. You be coming through for me in the most extraordinary circumstances. Long story short, I did not get no bullet holes, and my violation was far worse than the dude on the first 48. You know what I mean? Anyway, and I still on that. I'm lumped up. What's my first objective? I gotta get some more dope. Oh, that nigga arrested on me from the computer for a couple days ago. No shoes on my feet. Picture that. I walk up to the club space, one of our biggest clubs in Miami, lumped up, trying to extort my money from this nigga here, which I did, got the dope or some fucking raggedy. I'm back on my mission. This is the crack world I'm from.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's why I've been in chain gang 7 times by this pussy ass dope. So when I'm in here talking, this ain't no gang. In fact, I respect your gangster. You can smoke dope and go home and take a shower. I wish I could.
Yeah.
I'm in a different world, kid. I'm smoking major. You know what I mean? I'm smoking back to back. I'm the nigga that's gonna be smoking, right? And accidentally turn the bitch around and burn my face. No pressure. Let's go to work. You understand? Mad smoking, nigga. Got a grill in my mouth. I had the others, the pull-outs. My shit getting lumped up from more heat going on my shit. Huh? That ragged ass free market grill bullshit. That constant heat got this shit lumping up. Huh? That's the crack where I'm from, cuz. Say no motherfucking dope or duck in my family. I want nobody to see me.
Eric,
Yeah.
so what it is, it's between,
Huh?
he's a smoker. I think that's what's the name say he was, he couldn't handle your bills and take care of his bills. You got a crackhead, and then we got this. It's 3 different kinds of.
They used to do a commercial with the county jail. Anybody from Dade County, remember back in the day? I'm not
That's
a,
all it is.
I'm not a basehead. I'm a crack monster. That shit, remember? I probably fall in that category. Went mad crack monster. You understand me? And it's time to fight back.
Oh, okay.
Every time I get out,
So
everything
you was
goes
a
down.
functional.
You was a functional addict.
He was smoker, he was a smoker,
Yeah, I'm like,
paid his bills,
Yeah,
paid all everything, and he still could have something to smoke. But
yeah.
when you said it's just 3.
Go ahead, Mr. Chris.
That's fine and dandy, just driving along through life, whatever, getting high, getting away with it, things are cool, hiding from your loved ones. But one day, you're gonna end up going to cop some dope or something, something's gonna happen, get pulled over.
Yeah.
So all of that shit, this cloud you've been riding on all this time, it goes crashing down.
Yeah.
And you lose everything.
Yeah.
So you can't successfully do a drug that if you get caught with is an automatic felony.
Yeah. That's when everybody started doing, because you done went to jail, and you know they're gonna pull your name up to see what you charged with. And then so how you explain it?
And sometimes they even stop you and they really have no proper cause to mess with you, pull your name on, they're gonna see you record. They'll come back and say, oh, you got any drugs on you?
Out of nowhere.
You understand?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, you know.
I used to be afraid that my past would be an hindrance to my daughter's upward mobility because she's in the business. Now, Dad, everybody know you. They show me pictures you did for them on their phone and shit, blah, blah, blah. Still, it's got to be a little nerving knowing that everybody know your pops was a crackhead robber and all the restaurants basically we went to that Dad done hit that shit one time or another. I've been in restaurants, little Mickey Mouse like dating and shit. Going out of taxi, motherfucker, with my daughter. And it's an eerie feeling, you know? I'm trying to move into this segment of society, but now with the public enemy of this shit on crack. I never stayed out on the street more than average of a month. That's my average on the church from all the 80s, average of a month. When I got out after that 10.5 I did but I was out of the county. Which basically saving me, you know what I mean? The jail is a rescue mission. Don't sleep. The bitch that's out there for a long period of time on dope, more shit is happening to his brain, you know what I mean? You're getting more damage to your shit, your body and your brain, thinking of whooping, boy. Me, I get cased up. I be sitting in the county a lot of time, I be going to jail a lot of time, but I be in an environment free from the dope that's killing me. And the level of dope I take, I can't go long periods on that dope food. I'd have been out here, you know, I'd be fucked up, like a psych piece or some shit. No disrespect to psych people, I didn't mean that way. I mean, serious brain damage as a result of large quantities of dope in my shit. So, that said, I'm probably the poster boy for this dope life. I don't want to be that no more. I want to be something. But I'm on the law, you motherfucker, pretty much.
Mass gentlemen.
I mean, you know, it's like everybody calling you old school, power, pussy ass shit. Or the officers be way younger than you, even in the jail. That's how fucked that is. And they want you to call them, yes, sir. That's really disturbing. And you're supposed to call them, yes, sir, no, sir. 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, my junior. and I'm a subservient position. Thinking something to think about, young, when that be older motherfucker, older than all these young cops and officers and shit. You feel me? That's very disturbing. You know what I'm talking about? Be older than these little motherfuckers, they trying to tell you what to do. Little young motherfucker, you know what I mean? Well, it's not based upon how young they are. And
Yeah.
all the shit they ain't even seen yet or experienced yet. When he's in a position to have authority over you, and you've been in this motherfucking battle for a minute, this young bitch telling you go to bed as a pussy ass. You know what I mean? It's very, very disturbing.
Okay, we're gonna get back to the book.
Yeah, the book, huh?
Yeah.
Step 5. Admit to God, to ourselves, and to another
Get my
human
feelings
being the
now.
exact nature of our wrongs. Step 5 help you to stop living alone with the unpleasant or even painful knowledge of your character defects. After you make a search and feelings more inventory of yourself, you will probably learn things about yourself that makes you uncomfortable. You will not be able to change all the things all at once, and you will have to live with these feelings at least for a while. Step 5 is a safety valve to help relieve you of your painful feelings that may result when you take your inventory. It may seem difficult to admit these defects to anyone, but after you've done so, you will find it is a relief. All you have to do is talk to someone. This step will also help you deal with feelings of loneliness you may have. It is also a chance to start feeling forgiveness and acceptance. Only when this is done can you begin to forgive and accept others as well. This step will allow you to finally let go of years of pent-up emotion and pain. It's traditionally done with the 12-step process, clergyman, minister, or rabbi. Someone you feel comfortable talking to and who will be forgiven.
Go ahead.
All right, this is where I pretty much said that's fully, right? You know, I never did the steps fully. Go to a program that's popular, faith-based, have to work with stuff, all right, so no problem. You know, step 4 took me 2 months to write all that stuff down, to get it out. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Go in front of a person I barely know, who's my sponsor, and I admit to God and another human being the exact natures of my wrongs. After doing so, not but a week later, I hear somebody talking about something that I said to my sponsor. Because this asshole, because he's just a person, he was really just a person, you know. He was talking to other people about my life. And I basically lost it at that point. I can't believe that I did that. I feel so stupid for doing this. It was a mistake. I even had to talk to my therapist before I did my fifth step. Sure that, you know, what I was about to say. That should happen in the military. Back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Not like now. It is different. You gotta be careful when you decide to admit those things to.
Yeah.
I will say that maybe I did feel a little better telling somebody though, but it's the only person I've ever told them to. So it was like.
Why would you go repeat that?
I suggest your sponsor is separated from your recovery world.
Yeah.
And people might not realize that. You go to me to find a sponsor, I say go to another.
Another
person,
meeting.
Go find a sponsor in Hollywood or whatever. A person will be your sponsor regardless.
Yeah.
But you gotta kind of you gotta keep this full away just because of the human factor.
Yeah. Human, yeah. Very human.
So the question is, have you ever felt relieved by sharing something personal with another person?
Yeah,
You felt relieved?
yeah. When I be telling y'all this shit, it get on my chest, shit that, you know.
Yeah, that you've been thinking about.
I be wondering what the next motherfucker might think. They don't even know how I be living. Am I a bug or a psych? The fuck? And I best my head at people like you think about having to go. That shit told me to fuck off.
Yeah.
I
I couldn't do that.
I mean, different kind of people,
Yeah,
different kind of
that's all.
That shit grabbed me by the throat, dog. I'm like, psh. And you even realize the days go so fast.
They do.
It's daytime, every hustle I attribute to the time of day it is. I do shit, the sun coming up, I gotta do this type of shit now. Or it's getting dark, that's my man for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't consider it by terms of time, just as it applies to my hustle, my come up. And even as I got in the art business, right? I already know it's booming out here, but around 4 or 5 shit start getting shut down time. What? I start making over either to the strip club, which is 24/7 type thing, or to the Starbucks where the rich people be coming early in the morning with their little dogs and shit. I'm taking off, you know what I mean? The pencil game is what I've transferred into the criminal activity. Most of my income comes from the pencil. But the same approach applies. I'm gauging this shit as revenue for dope. And so depending on the hour of the day, that's how I'm gonna target my clientele. I mean, the morning shift at some of these restaurants start roughly like 8, 9, back when they do coffee. They got a restaurant right downtown, across from the federal courthouse, where the lawyers and the bankers be doing their coffee and the big cigars and shit. Like we did a few judges, kill it because they find it totally bizarre and almost comical that some of my obvious background from the streets, the blessing of bitches early in the morning, thinking about telling one I am. And how ironic is that I am the one blessing in the morning who would ordinarily be standing before them while they behind the bench with a gavel in their hand. I'm blessing them. So again, the same mentality applies. So when I hear about it, I feel a little inadequate. I feel less in some degree than a guy like yourself or others like you who can actually smoke crack. Like they hit the dope, while out, but yet go home, take a shower, say hi to the kids, whatever, take a bath, whatever it is fresh. A functional addict.
You go to bed.
It's clearly not what I am.
No, it's functional, obviously.
I'm functional, for real.
Well, at least you're getting your life together. Your life together.
Yeah,
That's the
so
most
when I
important
expose
thing.
this shit, I really get a close look here when you got a real problem.
Yeah.
Shit you doing is normal.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing slick about that dumb shit you doing. That shit is stupid as fuck. You know how much money I fuck up that my kids could use?
Yeah.
My family could have used that.
Yeah.
And the productive way my daughter could have a big crib somewhere right now.
Yeah.
2 or 3 vehicles out front. My little grandson got my little feet tricked out vehicle, you know what I mean? Instead of the struggle that they have to endure because I ain't on point, nigga. Get my money, you fuck ass dope boy, man. Huh? They ain't out there catching them cases like me. I be feeling some kind of way. I always had attitude towards people. I remember we used to snatch their dope and run and shit. You ain't doing that now.
Now these young niggas.
Nigga, wet your ass up for real. They got stick.
Before you even move.
Yeah, AR-15, but back then, you might have a few revolvers out there. And if I catch you slipping, I'm just snatching them. Remember they got the dope, a little, you know, most of y'all too young to remember. I don't know what kept the rocks and a little medicine thing.
Yeah, the little white red bottle.
I got the big ones that come into your car. No weapon, no nothing.
No,
I gotta
just
have that.
Smack and grab.
Hey, I eat them trappers. You gotta watch out, boy. Yeah, now you ain't trying to take the bullshit today. So, time to change. But the addiction remains the same.
Okay, let's go to the second one. Do you have someone in your mind that you could do the step with? I thought about doing the step what's called people? A sponsor.
A sponsor, yeah.
Sponsor, yeah. Give me a sponsor, do the steps with a sponsor. But I never had a sponsor. I never did the steps with a sponsor. And I'm gonna get a sponsor to do my step with so I can thoroughly do them.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what the sponsor thing is all about. What is the sponsor?
Someone who's been
Sponsor
using.
will walk you through the big book, explain to you the program of AA.
You do step by step.
Someone to guide you.
I'm talking about after you get out, you have a sponsor, right?
Yeah.
You go to a meeting, you find a meeting you're comfortable with, a home group or whatever, and at least in my experience, you listen to people that are talking, whether they're experience, sharing their experience, strength and hope, or whether they're just in the group talking.
I get that, but what is sponsor coming in?
A sponsor is someone that
Through the big book and walk
They've
you
been through probably the same thing you've been through. They get they stuff clean, so they could help you. They could show you about going through.
I wouldn't
Go
know.
ahead.
I
A
wouldn't know.
sponsor is somebody that's already done the steps.
Yeah,
They're
already
at the
done.
point where they're doing service work. and you give
Yeah.
back to the community.
They're fulfilling step 12.
You can't-
They smokers and junkies too?
No,
They used to be.
they used to be.
So, I'm on the street and I get, died, do I call him up?
Yeah.
What are you gonna tell me?
You were here.
They gonna try to talk to
Yeah,
you.
all right, and you wanna go, you think they'll actually come see you, or you wanna go do lunch, somebody you take your mind off of that and talk to you, or just talk you down on the phone. And you go down to find one sponsor, if you don't work for you, go find somebody else that you can relate to, that understands the struggle you go through in your mind. Because people have gone through similar things as you. You just have to find somebody that has a clean time and everything, that's the sponsor.
Yeah,
And that's
So he
why,
can help you, like you might have some emotions you don't wanna talk to nobody else about. You can call him and talk to him,
and that's like why.
but you gotta find one you can trust.
But
You can pick one and move on to another if you want.
But you don't want someone that's gonna tell you, yeah, this is okay, do this shit this
it's
way.
not.
You might be dealing with you might be talking bullshit, and he's gonna tell you, look, what you're saying is a bunch of bullshit. You gotta have somebody to be real with you,
Yeah.
not just hold your hand out.
Somebody's gonna tell you.
When you do your step 4, like at least for me, I fill up 2 5-subject notebooks. I mean, that your sponsor will teach you how to do that moral inventory. There's a lot involved in doing that. And then that sponsor has done the same shit as you, or has done worse shit than you.
Yeah.
So what you're sharing with them, you feel comfortable in doing it, because like I said, they've been through the same fucking shit. They've seen it. They've done it. They've been through it.
I wouldn't need somebody to come at me hard like that. I want like,
Yeah, they no,
Yeah, you got 'em.
I'm like, you ready for the trap?
My
I'm like,
sponsor,
you hit him up, you better be, you know what I mean?
my sponsor used to pick me up for like the first month going to meetings, because I finally said to him, I said, no one's picking me up. You want to know, you want to smell if I smell like fucking alcohol. You know,
And you can tell your sponsor
Oh,
anything.
alcohol.
You can tell your sponsor anything, he can't turn you into the police. You can tell your sponsor, you committed a crime, committed murder, or committed bank robbery, something that you can't tell the police.
That's what I'm worried, I can't believe that.
I'm not gonna tell that dude.
I wouldn't give a, I wouldn't give a, I wouldn't care who they is.
Gary,
You think
Gary,
police
I'm not telling nigga about my
Somebody-
capers and shit.
Yeah, that's too close.
I'm not gonna tell nobody what I done, what?
You gotta spit all of, you gotta spit all of it, do your steps, you gotta spit all everything.
Man, you gotta put it all
Let's
out.
go ahead. Everything.
All right, in order to
Wait a
do
minute,
that,
wait a minute. Let Mr. Christopher talk. Wait a minute, go ahead, Mr. Christopher.
in order to do that step properly, you have to be thorough.
Thorough.
You can't hold anything back.
Right,
because
oh,
that
okay.
one little thing could be what's the base root of your
Oh, what's the problem?
Your addiction.
That's true.
everything you didn't get caught for, you gotta write it down.
Well, that could be true.
What? All my capers and shit?
Yeah.
Well, we'll turn
Don't forget about that, man. I can't reveal.
But you know what? It's probably something there that's got you doing what you do.
That's why they say.
That's why they telling you to tell everything, because it's something there that's causing you to do what you do.
Like, that's why you can share.
This part of the
That's why you can
conversation.
share it with a therapist, because a therapist would have HIPAA, and they can't share
Go-
that
Let
information.
me close mine.
Yeah, that's true.
And the same with clergy, clergy can't share that.
Yeah.
information.
Can't make them bring up the
There
same
is an
trial.
alternative. They say if you wanna like do something like write it on a piece of paper and fold it into a boat and put it into the canal or something, you know, but you gotta come to terms.
You gotta talk
with
about it.
everything that's messing you up.
Yeah.
And if you wanna be successful, I
Well,
really
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen anybody.
You wanna be
If
honest.
someone's crime acts is fucking with you and shit, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, some of
Yeah.
them be bothering you.
It's basically like somebody that's in church and you going to your pastor confessing your sins you did wrong. He's
They
helping you,
can't talk,
guiding
yeah,
you.
they can't.
Response to the same way.
Nah, none of my criminal acts didn't bother me whatsoever.
Okay.
For you, Gary, you gotta
I
find
see what you're
someone
saying.
you would
If
check.
it's like some nagging, let me do some weird shit, rape a child, or kill my none
No, basically, you trying to find something to keep you in check. And then that person will do that. So I'm gonna get high enough, I'm gonna be like, yo, fuck you, you know what I mean? You don't do waste all that shit you got, all that clean time you got already.
Nah, none of that, nigga. None of that. Just
Yeah,
crime
yeah,
alone, man.
Another thing,
What the fuck you talking about? What you doing? What is this?
Yeah, what is
For the
it?
study. It's for the youth.
All right, break time, gentlemen. Thank you.
DNA me is this.
Y'all keep those packets on. Y'all ain't get followed with the people continue. Yeah, keep them down.
I'm worried about that harmony.
No, you can keep them. Y'all ain't get
Oh, look at me, I'm on TV. Look at
I'm sorry, thank you, Mr. Chris.
Oh, yeah, we gotta give this back to you. Oh, we gonna use this again.
that. Hey, that's me. How you doing? I'm on TV. Look at that.
Anybody else finished?
What?
I didn't get it. Oh, okay. If you don't want to give it, I got it. That's why.
Why does film make me look slow? Okay.
Yeah.
It broke down, so you can't use when you're on this side, then you go where this cooking, you know, it's created, you can use gloves, so about Any other one? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's okay. You want me to break? Yeah. Oh, you need this? Oh, you got the kid. I'm sorry. No, I'm just taking the shit off. I'm putting back on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I cut it off.
No matter what it is.
Hey, can I make a phone call sometime? Excuse me, man. Can I make a phone call sometime today?
Later, yeah.
Thank you.
Why you such a fishy move?
Can I have a rabbit under my arm the size of a golf ball?
You got a what?
A bull the size of a golf
Pop that
ball?
fish. Yeah, then you got the medicine for it. I'm telling you, once you pop it, you'll feel better.
I know that.
Yeah, is it a boil or is it? Just pop them motherfucker. I'll do it. Want me to drain? I'll wrap it up. I'll try to be alright. I'll try. Feel like you're gonna stab me. Right here. I was still open.
Yeah.
And turn around, you seem like fucking gay. Yeah, you better just keep that theme song with you, bro. Every time I think you guys are gonna pick up. You go behind me. Ah, come on. Oh, there you go. There you are. That should be a picture for resting. Where you come here? We're taking out the TV. This is what happens here. Some good shit does happen. I can't knock it all the time. I can knock it sometimes. So anybody got a lighter on?
Hey.
I can hit this screen. What are you, Doc? Right straight.
People looking for their doggone loved one.
A lost one?
Yeah, they don't, that man, her boyfriend killed him.
Oh, on the TV.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you talking about here.
No, it's in the news.
I always somebody killing somebody or taking somebody or.
He went to her job, he did it.
Good. Let's go, lunch, baby. Ooh, where are you? Sorry, I got your still right there. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate it. I need a little help. I need a little help. Oh, you gotta be retarded. I can do it if I can. No, they don't do that. You want to get the muffins? We get some muffins?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the muffins. You want some butter?
Mm-mm.
Alright, good. I don't have it in here today. What'd you get? What am I, college?
Oh, that was a setup question?
Why?
Do I want some butter?
No, I thought I had some in here.
Oh.
I asked you, do you put water with the blueberries?
Yes, blueberry.
Yeah, you need stuff water in the middle of it, do a little bit. Oh, man, so much better. What am I giving you? Solid. I'm having a real hard time with this. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Killing on the tail.
Okay, you can't help it. Okay, you can't help it.
We'll try it again before John asks me to get in there. Oh, come on. Come on, yeah, there we go, thank you. And there we go. All right. Oh, the clock's working again?
Is it?
I think so. It wasn't at 9.
It just keeps moving.
Yeah, where it was 9. Oh, that's cool, that's the floor.
They be digging in there, they jump in there.
Yeah.
Change something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's sort of romanticized.
Oh, mother. Ooh, that would have been nice. Kind of for me. I don't think so, but never heard it try. Never heard it try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie at you. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll it.
What's that? What's that?
Eventually,
I hear that.
It will be, not yet.
Not yet.
I have no idea.
Money day. It's money day.
I know.
What day was it? Oh, okay. I thought
Unless it's
that-
a holiday, then make it like a Friday, because you got to think ahead and get it done.
That's how we do it, the ladies, they put you on Friday.
Yeah.
I just
I guarantee you. Jackie.
Ooh,
Need me all in there. Put 'em on for the 50. Oh, yeah. Joseph and Jackie.
remember that thing we left in the Bible? Got ran. He said, well, hold this. He said, I'll give it to you when my family might want it back. His family told him, what's that? Ruben was all pissed off about it. Bro, it's like $100-some Bible. Vince Graham fucking knew it never used. It's in the car, they made on the right face of the real thing.
Somebody asked me,
He's all mad about it.
I gave him to the kid.
No, I'm sorry. He's all mad when the family called, they asked for it back. He's all looking around.
Don't do that.
What do you want back? Jesus Christ, $180 fucking Bible. I want that too. It's not even open yet.
Really nice Bible. I think the third one.
Yeah.
By-
Oh, okay. I had a real cool one before. It was a comic book. It was on in a comic book. That's how it was set up. The thing was like this thick though. It was like this wide. It's like fuck $400. Get it? And everything like all the scriptures are broken down in like comics. And it's a really cool book, bro. It's not the full Bible, but it breaks it down. It's fucking going to this fucking awesome Bible. And then when I left history, I left there. I gave it to kids like 15. These old people like us had nothing, you know. I had nothing when I went in there either. I was here, bro. You fucking serious? He said, I'm like, I'm here with God, bro. I got it for a gift, and I'm gonna give it to you. So, you know, I still got a King Arthur Bible. I still have one. Well, no, I rolled all the papers off the smoke. Yeah.
You smoked the papers of the Bible, I seen it happen.
Huh?
So you smoked the papers from the Bible, huh?
Yeah, the back page that are blank.
Yeah, I've seen the people do that.
It's race paper.
I would be scared to do it.
Bible, you actually, it's gotta be a real Bible.
Yeah, I'm scared of God. I've seen it.
No, I don't smoke the scriptures.
Oh, I've seen it.
Because in the back, it gives you the blank one. So no, I smoke more. That guy's part of me. It's not me, I'm smoking. Yeah, well, half of that shit where they want. I've written my no, not written. I can't. I had it for 20 minutes. Every time you something wrong, you gotta write 30 chapter out of the Bible. And back then, I was a really hard-headed motherfucker. I wrote a lot of it. I worked in the kitchen, we were. You did the dishes, but it wasn't like this, but it's like a baby.
Ain't nobody been watching this.
No, they had, you got your boxes, whatever. But it's a 9 month. It ain't like here we get out of the door, like you got out of the door, figure out the room for the day. You can see on one door today, so it's hot out. Coming off the street, it was great.